The secret to guaranteed success. The majority of people will never realize their dream, but this is not due to an inability to succeed. The reason why the majority of people never realize their dreams is because they give up. You need to understand that it's not the failure itself that deters us. Rather, it's the fact that most people give up after their first attempt at failing. Those who are successful do not give up after experiencing a single setback. They do not give up after 10 unsuccessful attempts. They do not cease counting at 100, 1000, or 1 million. They say that this is their objective and that they intend to accomplish it by any means necessary. Any mistakes we make will provide us with valuable education. We would increase our rate of learning, work more diligently, work more efficiently, and we would not give up until my dream was realized. That is what separates those who are successful from those who are not. Here at Luxo-Life, we are all looking forward to achieving our ambitions and being successful in all aspects of life. In point of fact, anyone can put these tips into practice to create their own version of the meaning of success they've always envisioned for themselves. In the event that your curiosity is piqued, just continue watching. Failure makes winners stronger. Failure is part of what makes winners, and most people give up after experiencing it. The majority are left with the impression that they are worthless. Those who succeed do not take pleasure in experiencing defeat, but they also do not allow it to deter them. Next time you encounter failure, you gotta remember, every wonderful thing that exists on this planet is a direct result of the Creator's ability to learn from both what was successful and what was unsuccessful. What is the meaning of success to you? For some, the concept of success is one that can be interpreted in a variety of ways depending on who you ask. The accomplishment of one's aims or the realization of one's aspirations is one definition of success. Success can also be understood as the absence of failure. This can be determined in a number of different ways, including through monetary gain, advancement in one's career, personal growth, or feelings of contentment and accomplishment. What one person considers to be successful may not be the same thing that another considers to be successful. Therefore, success can be both relative and subjective. It is possible for it to depend on the individual's priorities, values, and beliefs. In the end, success is an individual concept that can be impacted by a wide range of factors, including one's environment, upbringing, social and cultural norms, personal experiences, and a variety of other things. It is frequently sought after as a means of achieving personal as well as professional goals, and it is capable of taking both tangible and intangible forms. For you, what is the connection between success and failure? Some may reason success and failure are both components of the same process. They are frequently interconnected. This is the case because both involve the pursuit of goals and the pursuit of outcomes that are desired. In point of fact, many people view failure as an essential component of the process that ultimately leads to success. When we work toward accomplishing something, we run the risk of running into challenges and roadblocks along the way. These setbacks have the potential to be disheartening, but they also have the potential to provide valuable learning experiences that can assist us in becoming better and ultimately more successful. In many circumstances, it is impossible to achieve success without first encountering some level of setback. For instance, a successful entrepreneur might have tried their hand at a number of different businesses before finally being successful with one of them. In a similar vein, an athlete who has achieved great success may have struggled through a number of defeats and difficulties before finally achieving victory. In the long run, success and failure are equally important components of the learning and maturation process. It takes a lot of perseverance, resilience, and a willingness to learn from your mistakes in order to be successful. Our chances of achieving long-term success can be improved if we take a more positive attitude towards setbacks and view them as valuable educational opportunities. When we are younger, we are not able to accept defeat easily. The first thing that we did was learn how to ride bikes. It's just one failure after another. We continue to suffer setbacks despite our best efforts, but we get up. It is a step in the right direction, and it will help us reach our objective of riding the bike. The majority of us will eventually become frail as we age. We are no longer in a physical condition to ride again. We devise justifications for our actions. We can't believe it's for us. No, he's just weak in the knees. You need to stop lying to yourself and start telling the truth. Get back on the bike, figure out what went wrong, and make it a point to avoid falling off the bike again. Make sure that you are mentally and physically prepared for the lesson. You can still have a successful story even if you try and fail. It is the beginning of your story of making a comeback. If you couldn't start over after a setback, there wouldn't be any greats like Steve Jobs in the world. Great like Einstein, like Edison, like Elon Musk. If these individuals give up after experiencing a setback, the world will not be as filled with the greatness that they bring to it as it is today. A successful person views failure as nothing more than an opportunity to improve. The only thing that failure does is serve as additional motivation for the winner. Failure is fuel. No one likes to fail. The difference between those who succeed in life and those who don't is that successful people are able to find a more positive interpretation for their setbacks. They make the choice to never do it again. They believe that the next time they will perform better. Don't let failure stop you. Let it grow you. Let it develop you. Defeat is not the end of the road. This is only the beginning of your triumphant comeback story. If you give up, that's the only way you can truly say that it was a failure. If you keep going, it will only be a hurdle for you, and one that you will eventually get over. If you give up, that is the only way you will ever experience failure. Never quit. Keep pushing. You will eventually arrive at your destination. In the mind of a champion, there is no such thing as failure. They are only elevated to a higher level as a result of this. Are you a champion? Will you choose to accept defeat, or will you keep going? Take this experience and apply it. The lessons emerge more powerfully than they did before, and continue on. Some people have such a strong fear of failing that it prevents them from even trying. They don't even get off the ground. Some people give up just as they are on the verge of achieving their goals. They had gotten so close to winning when they decided to give up. Don't put yourself in that position. Thomas Edison was not unsuccessful. He found 10,000 different approaches that were unsuccessful. What do you think? He required only one possible path. That did what Einstein said. Both setbacks and victories are inevitable along the way. Failure is simply another option for avoiding doing something. You just need to keep going and you will get there. You can still have a successful story even if you try and fail. This marks the beginning of your fight narrative. If you choose to view failure as fuel for your success, then you can never truly fail. If you use failure as a motor base, you will never lose in the long run no matter what your opponent does. If you consistently try and succeed, you will never be able to fail. If you refuse to acknowledge when you are wrong, you will never experience failure. Refuse to accept defeat in any form. Learn to not accept defeat gracefully unless you find a new way to achieve your objective by going about it in a different way. There is always an option available. How will you make your life a success? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. As always, thanks for tuning in and leave us a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you never miss any of our inspirational videos.